The products in this video were supplied by TB Aquatics.
Hi, my name is Larry Flint and I'm a reef hobbyist. I'm here today to review a Nyos Reef cement. We're going to do a review of the product and a live demonstration. I've never used this product before, never taken out of the package. So here's the deal. This is 500 milliliters of volume. Normally solids are marked by mass, but this is by volume. You take the lid off and then inside there's a little protective plastic cover, and then there's the cement inside. I've already divvied some out here. So the package says that you can use this above and below the waterline, very much like reef putty, like the two-part putty. It's not harmful to coral or fish. It's used for attachment of corals, columns, reef structures, etc. And it's overgrown with coralline red algae in a short amount of time. So the package says that the mixing ratio is 3 parts of cement to 1 part of water, and then you mix it, and you only get about 2 minutes to work with the product, so it's very fast setting. It says that you can extend the working time by adding citric acid to the solution whenever you make it up. So I have some of the cement here in this cup so we can get a good look at it, and I have some water. The 3 parts to 1 ratio, it doesn't say if it's by mass or if it's by volume. So what I'm going to do is add some water and then start to mix it and see what happens. And the good stuff about this material, very much like other cements or concrete, is that if you get your ratio incorrect, you can change the ratio as you go. So what we're going to do today is mix this up and see how it goes. It looks a little thin here. And then I'm going to use it to repair an item that's used to hold a pump underwater. Yeah, it's mixing up really nice. It's really smooth. It's not clumpy at all. There's no sort of aggregate in it, so it's very much like just the cement. It looks a little bit like peanut butter right now, so it seems like a pretty good consistency. We only get 2 minutes to work, so I guess I got to move pretty quickly here. So it's mixed up pretty quickly. It mixed up very evenly. I think I got the ratio just about right. So this is the item here we're going to fix. This is used with a power head to hide a power head in your rockwork. And I purchased this from someone used, and when it was shipped to me, unfortunately it got broken in shipment. So this is the way it goes back together. And what we're going to do is use this reef cement to try to cement the whole works back into place. So I'll go ahead and take some of this cement that I just mixed up, kind of spread it on the surface. I'm not worried about really how much I use. It's going to squirt out, and eventually this whole thing will be covered with coralline or covered with coral or something. I can see it's already starting to set up here, so I got to go kind of quick. I'll go ahead and put the piece back on and see if I can get it lined up the way that it was. That looks pretty close there. And then we'll go ahead and I'll just kind of smear it across the surface so that the gaps are all filled up nicely and it doesn't look too obvious that we've done a repair job. And yep, it's definitely hardening up pretty quickly here. We get some more on this surface, and I want to make sure that I don't put any where the pump will end up, because that could inhibit my ability to put the pump back into the place it should be located in. Go ahead and put some more cement down in this groove here. This is on the back part of the rock, so it should be hidden in the rock work. Let's see, I'll get some more up in here. It's drying up very quickly. So the compromise you always have with these cements is if it sets very quickly, you're able to use it in a short amount of time, and you don't have to hold it too long, and you can evaluate the quality of your work pretty quickly. But if it has a long working time, then you get more time to work with it. So it's all a matter of compromise like anything else. I've used BASF Emico cement for cementing rockwork together, and that takes quite a long time to cure. I've also used the 2-part putty, like the Mighty Putty, and that works pretty well too, but that tends to get all over your fingers and it's difficult to get cleaned up. So looks like it's held together all right. I'm going to go ahead and put even more on here if I can. Well, this is already hardened up. I can feel that it's cured in the cup now, and it's a little bit exothermic, so I can feel some heat being given off as the mixture cures. So here you can see I'll pull a piece out, and it's easy enough to break still, but it's definitely like a hard, dry clay. And we'll just wait a few minutes here and then see how well this piece set up and see how firm it is. But here you can see where I've put the cement in this gap and also affixed cement on the back side so that it should sit like this when it's in the tank. Well, I've waited a few minutes and it looks like it's cured up pretty well now, and it's starting to cool down. And here you can see if I just give it a tap, it doesn't come free, and as I try to wiggle it, it's not loose. So it looks like it's held in pretty well. Product seems pretty good. So of the original container, I'd estimate that I mixed up about 1/5 to maybe 1/8 of the original container, and I obviously mixed too much because I only used maybe about half of the quantity that I initially mixed. So I have quite a bit of waste here. I guess I would, next time I do this, I will mix up less than I need and apply as much as I can, and then if I need more, mix some more up. Because once that 2 minutes comes, this stuff cures super hard, and there's no way to use it again anymore. So here's a piece that is in the container that's cured, and if I give it a twist, I can break it up into smaller pieces, but it's definitely hardened. I think I would wait probably a day or more to be able to put this in the tank. There shouldn't be any sort of hurry to get it in your system. This item I've had sitting around for about a week now, so I don't mind waiting another week. I may even soak it in some salt water from cold water from a water change before I put it in the system. The little stick that I chose was good for mixing, and it's good for also portioning the material out. And I got to look to see where my two pieces are going to interface. Right about here, so I'll go ahead and dump a bunch in and put some in this other space over here, just like that, and take some more, put it just about like this. So when the two rocks join together, hoping that the cement will go up into the pores of the rock and excess will squeeze out, and we'll be able to take the excess that's squeezed out and kind of push it up around the existing rocks. So there we go, that's not too bad. Trying to cover all the surfaces. Something like this. So we only get 2 minutes to work with this material, and we'll see how well it cures and if it's able to hold the two pieces together. Well, I've let the product cure for about 15 minutes, and it's significantly harder than it started out. So here the cement is completely hard. I'd say it's just as hard as the surrounding rock, and it's bound the rock in there really nice and tight. So I'm pretty pleased with the performance of the product. If you're looking to do a really fast repair job and get something back in the water in a pretty short amount of time, this seems like a pretty good trick. So over here is the rock that we put together earlier too. I had to mix up a little bit extra, so between these two projects I'm down to about a half a container. So that's about $10 worth of material for half a container, about $20 for the full container. I'd say it's probably about the same money, maybe a little bit better value in terms of the working time than the two-part epoxy, but there are some other products on the market that'll get your job done a little bit quicker. If you're going to be putting together a lot of rock work at $20 a container, it might be a little bit pricey. But here, for a nano tank or for a small tank, you put a few pieces of rock together, and it can be significantly nicer than having individual rocks that could fall over and damage the front surface of your glass, or make the coral break whenever the thing falls. So here you've got a pretty secure structure. It looks like a pretty good material, but again, it's a little bit pricey for the small container that you do get. But thanks a lot for watching, and hope that this was instructional and informative for you to help you make a good decision about the product you buy. Thanks.